Allowing that vibration to wash over you, center you, and ground you. And as we come back into the room, welcoming you on this Easter morning, we'll start with the opening song.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that? This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This strength that I have, this strength that I have, oh, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that? This strength that I have, oh, the world didn't give it to me. I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This love that I have, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, I said the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This pride that I have, this pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, I said the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This peace that I have, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that? This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Now I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this joy that I have, I said the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that? This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. I'm talking about the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it and the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. I said the world can't take it up, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away.
Let's hear it for one voice. Thank you so much. That's a great way to get us going this morning. So welcome. I'm Reverend Belinda, And we're going to release the kids right now, and I think they might have an Easter egg hunt, maybe? Something?
Afterwards.
After,
Yes.
doggone it. You guys have fun. So just a little bit about us. We'll start with our vision statement. If you'll repeat it with me with your energy and enthusiasm, lighting the path to peace together. And that will change the world, right? Each one of you are a beacon of light. So thank you for bringing that beacon of light here this morning with us. We appreciate you and glad that you're here. And also just a little bit about who we are, what we believe. Just quickly, the service today, the ceremony is based on Hinduism. It was Paramahansa Yogananda's favorite ceremony, the rose petal ceremony. So we honor all faiths, paths, and religions. And we're an open and inclusive spiritual community, wanting you to feel like you're in a safe place, to experience this and how you interpret it, knowing that many paths lead to the divine. There's a thread of truth that runs through everything. And this place, one of the things that we really value are our classes and growing in consciousness together. Because in the classes, that's where we really mirror our work to each other, for each other. And we show up on Sunday mornings to be uplifted with energy, and we take that inspiration out through the week with us. So all are welcome here. One thing that we do have, because of our classes, we have a certification program to become a practitioner. And what that means is we use a tool called spiritual mind treatment. Easier said, affirmative prayer, that we know the truth for you. So whatever you're trying to bring into your life or you're trying to let go of, we know the truth of you. So after service, we do offer complimentary prayer. We have a lot of practitioners here today. If everyone, the practitioners, will raise your hand. And we've all gone through the same 4-year program. You know, there's testing, oral. My friend over here, Peggy, was with me in my graduating class of practitioners. We were the first practitioners that graduated from this center. So I'm grateful that you're here today.
Thank you, Peggy.
So how about a few announcements, Marcy? Tell us what's going on.
Okay, and so we're kept the announcements very brief today because we have the ceremony, but I do want to share that we do have the Easter egg hunt after service. If you're watching online and you're not here with kids, there's a lot of eggs out there, and I only saw a couple kids, so you better show up or these kids are going to be in a sugar coma by the time we finish that. We're also going to have cake, so please do stay after. Oh, cake's in the back of my car. I forgot to bring that in if somebody's... It's open. It's in the back. That was on my list this morning. A couple of things I just want to let you know that are big things that are coming up. We have the wonderful, the amazing Daniel Namod, who is going to be right here on this stage live in concert on April 20th. Y'all, that is a huge get. He is a master musician, songwriter, and he is big in this community, in this New Thought community, and for him to come here to our center is such a gift to us. So please, sign up for tickets, buy tickets online at theamanicenter.org. Tell your friends, come for this lovely evening. I tell you, the first time I heard Daniel Namod sing in person, I was crying. I had the God bumps, goosebumps all over. He is powerful, and he just brings such a beautiful soul, and funny, and so talented. So this is a big deal, guys. Bring your friends, tell your friends, come to this concert. Another date to save is April 27th. We've been doing the Rebuilding Together every year for like 6 years, except for during COVID. This is our chance as a community to show up and get our hands dirty and help someone out who's really in need. There are homes that, there's a whole track in Rancho where we all show up, and there are multiple homes, and it's really a cool energy. And there's groups of people at every house. Our team will be at one house all together. We get a shirt. There's always some donuts, and then we work hard all day. We might be gardening, we might be painting, we might be, one year I was in this giant dumpster, like jumping on branches to get them down. It's an amazing day, and you will see a transformation, because when there's 30 or 40 people, thank you, Michael, when there's 20 or 30 or 40 people at one house, just everybody doing their job, it's amazing. So these are veterans, these are the disabled, these are the elderly, these are low-income people who own a home, but it's getting away from them. They just can't maintain it. So that's where we show up and just transform. So I will have a link for you soon so you can sign up and be in our team, and we'll all be at the same house together. So I encourage you to do this. It's a rewarding day, I promise you. And so that's my last announcement. If you haven't already silenced your phone, please do so. And then we have Jamie coming up to do a blessing of the service.
Good morning, Amani. The energy in this room is just amazing right now. So let's have everybody go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in. And feel that love surrounding this space. There is one presence and one power in this world, in this universe. This energy, especially right now with the blessing of this service, is filled with so much love. We feel the Christ consciousness just flowing through us. And we are so grateful. We know that this beautiful rose petal ceremony, every rose petal is filled with that love. And we are going to be able to bathe in that, and we are so grateful. So we give thanks for everyone in this room. We give thanks for this beautiful ceremony. And so we send this out into the universe knowing that it is done, and we're going to walk out of here just full of love and light. And together we say, and so it is.
So now we bring our practitioner of the day up to do affirmation for us. All these tall people. Oh. Hello, good morning. It's time for our affirmation. We do it 3 times. The first time with enthusiasm. The second time, bring it down into your heart and softly say the affirmation. The third time, please be silent as I speak the words. Let us begin. We celebrate the Christ consciousness and all the joy it brings to us. We celebrate the Christ consciousness and all the joy it brings to us. We celebrate the Christ consciousness and all the joy it brings to us. And together we say, and so it is. And now another beautiful song.
So good morning. We are One Voice. We're the Amani Choir, and today our fearless leader is homesick. So we have the wonderful John DeFore who helped us kind of put the words back together, the songs back together, but we'll do our best, and we just hope you enjoy it, and we send out our love to Sonia.
Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Don't worry about a thing, every little thing is gonna be alright. Right
Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Sing it. This is my message to you. So closing the eyes, if you feel that it's comfortable to do so. Turning within to that place of the very most high, the divine that resides within us. It's always with us. It's always guiding us. It's always directing us. Everywhere we are. At the center of our being as we are at the center of its being. Today is about rejuvenation, bringing forth life, bringing forth love, things that we never knew could be possible, allowing the old to fade away. It is about faith, belief, and trust. These are all things that are a part of us already, part of that beautiful promise of spirit, that God promise that guides us and directs us and shows up at the perfect right time, no matter what situation or circumstance has been looking like. So let's just stay within to that beautiful place at the very center of our being and allow these words to vibrate. Enjoy your meditation.
eyes closed. So much sadness in the world today. For anyone that has entered these sanctuary doors with a heavy heart, with sadness, with fear of what cannot be and what the possibilities may not be, we allow those just to fall away to the wayside, where the feelings that we feel are fact. The diseases that show up are fact, but they are not truth. The divine truth in each and every one of us, no matter for ourselves or someone else that we may know, is perfect grace and ease and balance and comfort and health and well-being. And this day, this beautiful day of resurrection, I know this divine truth for each and every person here and anybody that has a heavy heart over somebody else and their situation or circumstance, because that is all that it is. We know peace, balance, love, harmony, light, joy, guidance, direction, every bit of strength, empowerment, upliftment is ours already. And I'm so very grateful for this knowingness, for each and every person here at home and throughout the world, for all of our world leaders, for all of the animals and the plant life. I know it for everything. It is all God ordained. And here we are, God ordained. Thank you, dear sweet Spirit, for the wondrous blessings of this day, all of our yesterdays and all of our tomorrows, as we release this word unto the universal law, knowing it is done in mind and to be made manifest in form, as God is now an immediate manifestation in my life, as it is in each and every one of yours. Together we say, and so it is.
So now we changed up the order of service, you might notice, just a little bit. We'll be doing the joyous time of giving now instead of at the end of the service, so that once we are able to go inward, we can keep that sacred space. So there's several ways that you can give to this center. This center is your center. We're the ones that keep the doors open. We're the ones that show up for each other. So several ways that you can give. You can sign up for our newsletter, and every newsletter that goes out, there's always a donate button at the bottom. There's this great QR code. You can just take a picture of it and send money. Isn't that cool? You could also write a check, and it will eventually get here. I'd like to set it up at my bank and just have it as a recurring payment. That way, if I'm not here on a Sunday, the donation gets here. So there's many ways to give. And now I'd like to invite Minister Reverend Cindy Owens to do a spiritual mind treatment for us.
Thank you. Good morning, Amani. Good morning. Very special day today. So please, I invite you to take your offerings and your tithes in your hand. Just breathe deeply. And as you do so, feel the entirety of the divine bending forward to bless you with abundance, blessings so abundant that they fall upon you like raindrops on the lilies of the valley. Blessings that assist you and allow you to give and allow you to be and serve your divine purpose. And on this day of rebirth and resurrection and renewal, we step forward into our new selves, allowing the stone of old beliefs to fall aside. And we know unequivocally, as the focal point of the divine made manifest into form on this day, that we walk forward from this day renewed, reborn, and into our new selves, for which the entirety of the universe is grateful and so supports us in every way. And we allow ourselves to receive that blessing, to receive that abundance, to receive all of our needs met, and that we allow that to flow through us and to give freely, knowing that we are always provided for. Because we live in an omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent divine energy that expresses only as we can express it in our unique and beautiful selves. And so we release this, knowing that all abundance is ours. And we release this into the universe that always says yes. And for this, we are so grateful. And together we say, and so it is.
We're going to ask Reverend Sherry to come up and join us. She's one of our honorary and founding members. And Reverend Sherry and Reverend Pixie are going to, you know this song, they're going to lead you in the response. So sing along with us, please.
Give from your heart, give from your soul, dance and be joyful, love made you whole. Hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah. Hey, oh, give from your heart, give from your soul, dance and be joyful, love made you whole. Hey, ah, hey, oh. Hey, ah, hey, oh. Hey, ah, hey, oh. Hey, ah, hey, oh.
And on behalf of the Amani Center, it is with great gratitude that we accept your offerings and tithes, knowing that they are pressed down and overflowing and returned to you. And together we say, and so it is.
So we have one more song before we begin our special ritual today.
And we will care for each other as the world around us unravels, and we will tend to the spark of hope that lives within our grieving hearts. And we are here now in this present moment, lifting our voices and hearts. And we are here now, we have come together, we are tending the spark of hope. Oh, may it grow. And we will care for each other as the world around us unravels, and we will tend to the spark of hope that lives within our grieving hearts. And we are here now, we have present moment, lifting our voices and hearts. And we are here now, we have come together, we are tending the spark of hope. Oh, may it grow, and we will care for each other as the world around us unravels, and we will tend to the spark of hope that lives within our grieving hearts. And we are here now in this present moment, lifting our voices and hearts. And we are here now, we have come together, we are tending the spark of hope. Oh, may it grow, and we will care for each other.
Now I'd like to invite the practitioners up. We're going to do what's called a responsive reading. And hopefully when you're on your way in, you've got a bulletin, a flyer, and it has your part. You're going to participate and help us do this.
All right. So Reverend Belinda's going to explain how the first part goes, but on your part, you're going to respond to that. And I'm going to help out a little bit for any of you that are kind of feeling shy. So read along with me. In the response, try and drop down into your heart if you're feeling it. Okay. Ready, guys?
The Christ consciousness within me is the true source of wisdom and spiritual power.
Through the Christ conscious within me, I am transformed into a greater consciousness of wisdom and spiritual power. I am illuminated, and my way is made clear.
The Christ spirit within me is the truth source of health and wholeness.
Through the Christ spirit within me, I am transformed into a greater of health and wholeness, and I rejoice.
The Christ consciousness within me is the true source of all prosperity.
Through the Christ spirit within me, I am transformed into a greater awareness of life's abundant substance. I am enriched and prospered in my life and affairs.
The Christ consciousness within me is my pattern of perfection and successful living.
Through the Christ spirit within me, I am transformed in mind, body, and affairs. I am made whole. I am love, and I am loved. I express love freely and fully.
Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life.
He who follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.
The cross of Jesus represents the human giving way to the divine immortal self.
The Christ consciousness in me resurrects all error and reveals the truth of eternal life. I transcend the ego that I may unite with my immortal self.
Now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early, and while it was dark, saw the stone had been rolled away from the tomb.
I now remove the stone of doubt from the tomb and allow the Christ within me to come forth. Christ within me's presence and brilliance wipes out all darkness, and I am filled with light, love, life, and peace.
We shall pass over the dark hour of the cross briefly as the shadow of a hand across the light of the sun. For the true message is,
I am life. I rise triumphant, splendid, glorious, and free. And so it is.
Good morning. What a wonderful day we have. I want to wish you, I know everyone's been wishing you a happy Easter, but I want to wish you a happy metaphysical Easter. That's one of the reasons we're here. It's a day filled with wonder, isn't it? And it's a day that's been celebrated long before Jesus walked the earth. There's a reason that Easter usually falls so close to the equinox. Of course, it's a Christian spin-off of something that had been going on for many, many years, the ancient celebration of the spring equinox. Equinox was all about balance, all about day and night being equal length, a magical time. That in itself, that equality of day and night, is magical and worth celebrating. Spring holidays have been celebrated for such a long time. In the Celtic tradition, as you may know, there were groupings of rocks, a lot like Stonehenge, but oftentimes smaller, and a lot of them are still in place. Similar arrangement to Stonehenge, places that were built to align with the sun, places that still mark the perfect balance of light and darkness and life. Balance, because everything has its season and everything has its time. There's a saying that every spring God rewrites the book of Genesis, and we're witnessing that right now. Easter celebrates freshness, the rebirth that happens every spring. Bunnies are born, eggs are dropped. Somehow it became bunnies dropping eggs. And the capitalists ran with that and never looked back. But the early people, before the Christians came along, celebrated all aspects of rebirth. After the dead of winter, the snow melts, the grass grows again, the trees are filled with new buds. Something new is born. It is the ultimate story of feminine power in so many ways. In fact, that's where this holiday got its name. Ishtar was the Mesopotamian goddess of fertility. Ostara was the name of the festival in her honor, celebrated around the time of the spring equinox. So you see those words, Ishtar and Ostara, and how they relate and evolved into Easter. For the spring festival of old times, there was a ritual bathing. Come on, it had been a long winter. A ritual spring bathing was a really good idea. And those good-smelling flowers, having those on hand after a long winter was also a good idea. People would also build special altars that celebrated all of the things of spring, all of the flowers and the little lambs and the bunnies and the eggs. I love those old earthbound traditions because they were real. They were about what really mattered in life, what was important. Spring, it's getting warmer, stuff is growing. Let's celebrate abundance. Let's celebrate new earth. Let's have cake. It's all good. There's a story that ran through my family about 70 or 80 years ago, before my time, about people who witnessed a spirit rising out of a person who had recently died. The wake of this woman was in the home, and people who were there for the wake said they witnessed that little whiff of air, almost like a dirt devil, that came in the front door and went through the house and went out the back door. And they knew what it was. It was astonishing, but they knew exactly what it was. Someone's spirit rising up into the air and then vanishing. Not unlike the picture that is painted for us of what happened on Easter Sunday, of Jesus rising from the tomb. Can that be? Could we all have that opportunity to rise again? Well, maybe. We know in New Thought and metaphysical practice that our energy continues long after our bodies have left this earth, so maybe. But there's also the resurrection that happens to us while we're in these bodies. And that's something very worth celebrating today. The Easter story is even more promising when we look at it metaphysically, when we look beyond the Jesus part and see the real message and the real symbolism that's there. It gets even deeper. We all have something to leave behind. We all have something that we are so finished with. You know what yours is. I know what mine is. It's something we didn't do. It's something we did do. It's something we weren't really all that proud of. It's that thing that just didn't work for us. We put it behind us. We've mourned it. We've laid it to rest. We've buried it. And after we put it behind us, we feel so light. We feel so bright. We feel so different. We feel resurrected. We feel reborn. We feel like it's an opportunity and another chance at life. Resurrection isn't just about Jesus. It's also about how new life emerges for all of us. We all have little mini resurrections of our own. We break free of a tomb that held us. We roll away the stone and rise from something that just didn't work, an illness, a bad relationship, a bad job. We get a do-over. We transcend. A couple of days ago, a friend of mine sent me one sentence, a long sentence, but an interesting sentence about a new way to look at Easter. Listen to this. If this day is important, it's because it asks us to confront the full and horrifying fact that violence is real and that it's powerful, and that, like Jesus, we can resist its domination even amidst the circumstances that appear hopeless. I wish I'd written that. It doesn't matter if you believe in Jesus as a part of the Holy Trinity or as a guy who was just a really good rabbi. It doesn't matter. This holiday gives us an opportunity to leave behind something that isn't working, to get in front of that heavy stone that has weighed us down. Easter reminds us that we can always start over. So when I wish you a happy metaphysical Easter, what I'm really saying is congratulations on your success of leaving that stuff behind, of getting rid of whatever wasn't working for whatever reason. And when I say happy metaphysical Easter, I am welcoming you into this new space of feeling refreshed and revived. So happy metaphysical Easter. Enjoy your new life, and let's have cake. And so it is.
All right. So now that she's set the stage, Reverend Donna set the stage for our ceremony, I just give you a little bit of information about it so you know what to expect. That way people don't freak out, you know. What am I doing? What we do is there'll be two ministers in front of the altar, and we'll be giving you what's called the touch of light. They say when you start out on a spiritual journey that the longest road is from the head to the heart. So that is the point of the touch of light, is we'll be touching you at the heart chakra and then at the spiritual eye and connecting those 2 points energetically to connect that within you. And then we'll give you a blessing. And when we're finished with that, we'll kind of invite you to the bowls. There's 2 bowls here of rose petals and water and a little rose oil in there. You know, dip your hands in the fragrant liquid, kind of as a cleansing, a releasing, a letting go. And then as you bring your hands out, kind of that rising up, that rebirth. And there'll be a practitioner on each side of the altar that will very reverently dry your hands, like Jesus did when he washed the disciples' feet. So they'll be drying your hands and giving you another blessing. And we'll try to do this in an orderly manner so we're not running into each other, so that we can also stay very inward. We'll play some nice music. So I ask you, after you've had your blessing, if you'll please be seated and stay in silence. You can meditate, you can hold the energy for another. But as you pass by and your hands are dried, then please go around to the outside of whichever side that you come up on, and then return to your seats. And hold that space for everyone else that's in the process of the ceremony. So are you ready to begin? at home. Do we have any kids with us? If they would like to come up, we can do the blessing. And then we'll do our closing song.
Let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning. We had a wonderful time together today, and we read a story called The Super Gifts of Spring. And we talked about the cycles of the year and how at this time of year the days start getting longer and we start seeing more flowers, rainbows, rain along with the rainbows, baby animals being born too, right? And then we had a project of making their little Easter bags for the Easter egg hunt, and Addie and Charlotte were both working on a painting project that wasn't quite finished, so we didn't bring it along, but they'll get to take that home and finish working on it. But we had a good time. All right, so Ann Hazley, she just joined us for the Easter egg hunt. We're happy to see you.
Yes.
So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Happy Easter, everyone.
Thank you, Monica. So I'd like to invite you to please stand as we sing our closing song together.
We're going to bring one voice up here to help sing. Just a reminder that we are going to stack the chairs at the sides of the room, this side here, that side there. Easter egg hunt on the patio, and that there's cake back there, as Reverend Donna intimated. So please stay and have a piece of cake before you go do your other stuff. All right, let's join together.
The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. I will meet you in grace.
Go in peace and love.
Happy Easter, everybody.